from the high school down there in South Florida, where the 17 children got murdered by a mass shooter, by a terrorist, basically, with an assault rifle. I don't know what else to say about the people who are disrespecting these kids, who are talking garbage about them. I mean, I personally think these people are human trash. You know, the people who are, I'm referring to the people that are attacking these children. And one of these people called her, what was it, a skinhead lesbian? Right after the attack, at one of the representatives, or it was a Republican Christian, a white Republican Christian, because I mean, what do you call these people? They say, oh, they're not Christians. Yes, they are. They are. This is the new face of evangelical whites in this nation. They're absolutely nasty, disgusting, evil people. And that have the audacity to disrespect a child who just had 17 of her classmates murdered. So what if she's a lesbian? I don't know her sexual orientation. Neither do I care. It's none of my business. And Rick Santorum's trash, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, saying that instead of protesting, they should learn CPR. Really? Is that your solution? So that we should learn CPR because, you know, politicians like Rick Santorum refuse to take on the NRA and do take harm reduction measures like sensible gun control laws and other things to reduce the amount and reduce the likelihood of people with mental illness getting their hands on assault style weapons, or people other people who should not get their hands on it. I mean, they're rather just criticize and disrespect and spit on the faces of the victims of a massacre, of a mass shooting, the gazillionth one in a school in the United States, than take reforms and do their job and protect the children. But no, they're in the pockets of what I consider to be a terrorist organization, the National Rifle Association. They're a terrorist organization that does not care about the welfare of people. All they care about is that those guns keep selling for their clients. And they're the ones who we should be going after. But, you know, I truly believe that this Republican Christian evangelical right, or you know, of the new head and face of the Republican Party, which is way to the right extreme, will be remembered by historians and by their descendants as human trash. That's what I think. They're nasty people. So, and again, on a side note, I see a lot of people, and it's like the race to be extremist right wing by a lot of people whose ancestors were refugees and stuff. I mean, you see a lot of this Italian politicians. You know, do they know that they're spitting on their ancestors' graves by becoming what their ancestors were fleeing, which was tyranny and fascism and extremism and all that stuff, which is what some of these descendants of Italian, are doing. What is that? And then you have another guy saying, you have these people. I seen posts online of people criticizing Emma because she had a Cuban flag and saying, "Oh, look, she has a symbol of oppression." What? When the fuck did the Cuban flag become a symbol of oppression? The Cuban flag is a symbol of Cuba, and she's as far as I know, she's a descendant of Cuban immigrants, refugees. And they have the audacity to go out and say that she's wearing a symbol of repression. I mean, these people they're proudly ignorant and nasty and racist and everything. I mean, and they have this conspiracy of showing they photoshopped her tearing up the Constitution, and they're sharing this amongst right wingers like. This girl is some type of what? I mean, there's no respect. These people are nasty. The people who are attacking the survivors of that massacre, I personally think you're a piece of shit for doing that. I mean, if you're one of those people, stay the fuck away from me, man. I swear, man. Unless I absolutely have to deal with you, I don't want to. Yeah, that's just nasty to go after those kids, You're a piece of shit for doing that.